Once members make a pledge, they are then ready to develop their net zero roadmap to help them reach their goals. Planning is where members really get started acting on their commitments by deciding where they have opportunities for the most influence and impact. It is best practice for Race to Zero members to publicly disclose a transition plan, city region plan, or equivalent which outlines how all other Race to Zero criteria will be met within 12 months of joining the campaign. This includes what actions will be taken within the next 12 months, within 2 to 3 years, and by 2030. This plan is essential for figuring out how you plan to meet your pledge and where to get started on proceeding. Race to Zero believes a strong plan should support a just transition, integrate nature, and empower stakeholders. This means explaining how you will support communities affected by both climate impacts and the climate transition, seeking to address injustices and build towards a more equitable future. The World Economic Forum and B-Lab have great examples of how companies are supporting a just transition. It also means thinking about nature. Nature is one of our strongest climate solutions. Embedding nature into your climate strategy not only shows leadership, but it allows you to think of how you will work with nature and not against it. AXA is one of many companies and financial institutions that bring climate and nature together in their transition plans. Plan should also detail how you will empower others and think about a just transition. Scotland is one of many regional examples showing how they engage different stakeholders to form a collective climate action network. Climate transition plans may look different depending what type of actor you are. Best practice for all organizations is to have a standalone climate transition action plan. But in light of having a standalone plan, having a climate roadmap integrated into your overall business strategy as part of an annual sustainability report or a city and region plan is the next best thing. Regulation around the world will soon require transition plans for many companies. Keep up with the CSRD and CSDDD for more guidelines on what will be required in the EU in particular. Getting started on developing a plan can be overwhelming, but there is lots of help to get you started. Here are a few key resources to dig into further from organizations who are working really hard to align and harmonize on their planning guidance so it's easier for you to follow. And finally, we have a member example. BBC is one member who referenced the Transition Plan Task Force's disclosure framework in their transition planning process. The company's net zero plan is publicly available, and it explains how the BBC will reach their target while also working with nature and staying people positive. So get started with your plan today and check out our next video on how to proceed with your planned actions.